everyone, welcome to Pearl's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make Dal and Aloo Gobi Sabzi. So because both of these dishes are vegetarian dishes and they complement each other very well, and they can be eaten with rice, naan or chapati. Okay, so the ingredients we need for, I've already got the dal here. It's already washed 2-3 times. So I've got a mug full of red lentils, that's called Masoor Dal, and half a mug of the yellow lentils, that's called Moong Dal. So that's in there, washed and strained. And then here I've got 3 chopped tomatoes, and I've got 4 chopped green chilies. You can see I've divided it, so I'll show you what one goes in there, and then one's for garnishing. And here I've got 1 inch of chopped ginger and 8 cloves of garlic, so that's 4 and that's 4. I'll show you what to do. I've got 2 big chopped onions, got a fistful of coriander, or maybe more if you want. You need ghee. If you don't have ghee, butter will do. Salt, you need cumin seed, and you need turmeric. And here I've got the pot that's absolutely empty at the moment. So what you do is, first, the dal that you've already washed, you put that in the dekchi, in the pot. And now you start putting water in it. One, 2, 3, 4 mugs of water. So now in the water goes turmeric, a teaspoonful of turmeric, salt, one and a half teaspoon of salt. Put all the chopped ginger in there and half the chopped garlic. Leave the other half. Same with the chilies, half goes in there. Leave the other half. Same with the coriander. Little in there, leave the 3/4 for later. Put all the tomatoes. And then you put the gas on. And you give it a stir. And then you put the lid on. Put the lid on and wait for it to boil. And when it starts boiling, reduce the heat and let it cook from 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, just checking on the dal before it starts boiling, because if it starts boiling, it will just boil over. So just put a drizzle of oil on the top. That will stop it from boiling over. Keep an eye on it, and as soon as it starts to boil, you need to lower the heat. Okay, I'll leave it open so I can see. Okay, so while the dal's coming to a boil, I'll show you the ingredients for the aloo matar and gobi. Okay, so here we've got 4 chopped tomatoes, 2 chopped onions. Here I've got 8 chopped garlic and 2 inches of chopped ginger. I've got 6 chopped green chilies. You could start with 4 or as hot as you would like it. Fistful of coriander, mug full of peas, a packet of small new potatoes cut in half, 1 cauliflower cut into a bit smaller size, and here there's turmeric, chili powder and salt. That's all you need. So in the karai, in the wok, there's ladle spoonful of oil already there, so you add the onions in it, and now you keep frying the onions till the onions get nice and brown. See, now that the onions are nice and brown, that's how brown it should be, golden. And now we add the chopped ginger and garlic. Give it a stir. It just needs a minute or two. And also add the chopped green chilies. Give that a stir. Just for a minute or two. Okay, you can smell the garlic, the smell changes, the rawness goes and it gets a nice smell. So once that's done, once it's had 1 or 2 minutes, you add the chopped tomatoes. Give that a little stir. Now in the tomatoes, you need to add half a teaspoon of red chili powder. But you could add less if you want. And another half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. So now let this fry till the tomatoes get nice and mushy. And while that's getting mushy, let's have a look at the dal. Yeah, that's boiling away. Let's see if it needs any more water at this point, because it's on a very low heat at the moment. Yeah, see? It needs a little bit more water. And let that boil now. And keep frying the tomatoes till they get mushy. So you see now the tomatoes have become a little bit mushy. I kept stirring it so it doesn't get caught underneath. And now, at this point, now we can start adding all the vegetables. You can put the potatoes, put the cauliflower, and the peas. And then you put salt. For all this you'll need around 2 teaspoons of salt. And then stir it all around. This doesn't need a lot of water, in fact because it's more like a dry dish to go with the dal. So keep stirring it for a little while, and I'll show you what to do in a minute, because we'll need to put the lid back. Mix all the salt in there. So once it's mixed, put the lid back, put the lid on it, and then you lower the heat. And then let that cook till the potatoes get tender. But now and then keep stirring it, because it might get caught, and if it does, put a few drops of water. Okay, we'll give the vegetable another stir. I haven't put any water at all because it's cooking in its own juices. This is absolutely delicious. Keep the lid on, keep the gas on a low heat, and now we see the dal. There you go, the dal is done. If you think it's a bit runny, it's alright, because after half an hour it will become very thick. So, and if you think it's too thick, then just add some hot water. Now we can put the gas off for the dal, and here in the frying pan I've got a ladle full of ghee. If you don't have ghee, use butter. Okay, now those 2 chopped onions that we had for the dal separate, that's here, and the green chilies and the cumin seeds. The first thing we do is when the ghee is nice and hot, you put a teaspoonful of cumin, jeera seed. There you go, that starts to sizzle. What we can do is, because we don't need this one here, so that can go there, and that can come here. So easy. That's the cumin in the ghee. Fry for maybe a couple of minutes. So now the cumin's done, so we have to mix. Quickly put the garlic, don't let it get brown. Quickly put the chilies, and then straight away put the onion. Now you keep frying this till the onions get nice and brown. Okay, see, the onions are nice and brown now. That took a while actually to get brown. So it needs to get golden brown before we can put that into the dal. So that had the garlic in there, onions and the cumin seeds and the fried chopped green chilies. So now put the gas off and this whole thing gets put into the dal. Okay, and then you take a little bit of dal, so you don't waste anything, and that's how your dal should look like. It'll get very thick, so you could add a little bit of hot water. For now, garnish it with coriander, and then let it rest for half an hour. In the meantime, we see what the vegetables are doing. Yeah, my lovely juices done, the cauliflower and the peas. So what you do is take a knife and just jab it into the potato and see if the potato is done. Now it needs another maybe 5 minutes more. So stir it, put the lid on for another 5 minutes. Now this has had its final 5 minutes. The potatoes are done. That's how it should look like. It's cooked in its own juices, and now just have to garnish it with coriander. Put half, give it a stir. And then put the other half. Always remember, Indian food tastes better when you let it rest for half an hour. So put the gas off, and then here the dal's ready. And there you go, it's delicious. And then take some of this lovely aloo gobi, and you can sit and enjoy this with rice, naan or chapati. A little bit of side salad that I showed you how to make. The Indian side salad would go delicious. Some pickle with it would go delicious. So I hope you enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe and put your comments down below, and I shall see you next Wednesday with some more delicious cooking.